Hello. Welcome back to the Quaker Sports Recap. Despite the rainforest cancellations and rescheduled events, there's less to cheer about for our fans of Orchard Park sports. Last week, I watched a flag football game on television, and let me tell you, it's a lot better to watch in person. I stopped by softball, boys JV lacrosse, baseball, unified basketball, and girls varsity lacrosse, which I'll tell you about next. Let's get right to it!
On Wednesday, our Orchard Park Quakers girls lacrosse team took the field against the Bulldogs from Hamburg, a team with a winning record and looking to gain ground on Orchard Park. Orchard Park set the tone early, taking the lead 31 seconds into the game on a goal by Ella Fercucci. Before the game was 2 minutes old, Sadie Bellinger doubled that lead with the first of her 2 goals. Orchard Park extended that lead to 5-0 at the 7-minute mark on Mia Bradley's first goal of the game. Hamburg tallied its first goal a short time later, but Bradley and Fercucci scored to extend OP's lead to 7 at the end of the first. Fercucci only took 26 seconds to start the second quarter scoring again, followed by Bellinger 1 minute and 4 seconds later. After a Hamburg goal, Mia Bradley completed her hat trick, followed by 2 more goals, each by Fercucci and Maya Griffin. At the half, Orchard Park led 14-3. In the third quarter, Orchard Park worked on controlling the ball and the tempo, winding down the clock. Orchard Park and Hamburg each scored twice during the quarter. In the fourth, the Quakers waited a full minute and 45 seconds to score a goal by Maya Griffin, her 4th of the game. Orchard Park continued to work on controlling the clock, even while spending a significant time down a player after an ejection. As the horn sounded to end the game, Orchard Park emerged victorious with a 20-6 victory and a game played with confidence whose outcome was never a doubt. After the game, the players reflected on the big win over a team that only trailed them by 2 games, as well as their impressive start to the season. They credited their strong performance to working as a team and focusing on the task at hand. Instead of resting on their accomplishment, their plan for preparing for Friday's game was the same as always: practice hard and maintain a positive attitude.
That was a dominant win by the girls lacrosse team against a quality opponent. Of course, lacrosse wasn't the only team with games last week. Let's see how all of our teams did.
Unified basketball had 2 tough losses this week and are looking to rebound at Eden on Thursday. Max Kroll had a nice game against Pioneer, scoring 18 points. That's me. Boys tennis went 3-1 on the week, including a nice 5-2 win over Clarence at home in the Section 6 semifinals. They will play Williamsville East in the section finals, with the date and location to be determined. Both varsity and JV softball went 2-1 on the week. Varsity beat Will North back-to-back days, including Wednesday's annual Suicide Awareness fundraising game. JV softball added a nice 4-0 shutout win, also against Will North. Flag football had 2 nice wins this week, including an 18-6 win at Lancaster on Tuesday and a 14-0 win on Friday at home against Will North. Hallie Senfield scored 2 touchdowns and had an interception at a pivotal time in Friday's defensive battle. Boys varsity baseball went 3-0 on the week. Highlights include sweeping a doubleheader against Jamestown and a Zach Nalwadi walk-off on Saturday against Hamburg to win the game. Boys track and field had a good day at the Billies on the Run Invitational, with Stephen Barlett and Anthony Macabelli each winning events. Girls track had a great meet, with Annabelle Chikansky and Lily Wisniewski scoring wins. Boys varsity lacrosse had 2 nice wins this week against Section 6 foes, while JV added 3 more. Luke Dana had a 5-goal, 5-assist game against Kenmore, while Justin Roloski had a not 1, but 2 hat tricks in the game against rival Lancaster. Girls varsity and JV lacrosse each went 2-1 on the week, including 2 20-goal games by varsity. Ella Fercucci led the team in points this week with 13 goals and 29 points, bringing her season total to 134 points. Mia Bradley finished second on the team in points this week with 7 goals and 13 points.
Great job, Quakers! Up next, we have a Star So Question segment with boys lacrosse goalie Henry Moscow. Let's learn a little bit more about Henry.
What is one thing that you will miss most about Orchard Park High School?
Probably my friends and the sports. Playing high school sports is always fun.
Would you rather be a great chef or a highly respected food critic?
Chef, so I could make my own food at home. Yeah. That'd be hype.
You're the judge of your food then. If you had to give up one of these things, would you give up the ability to taste or the ability to smell? COVID makes you do both.
Probably smell. A lot of gross things to smell.
Yeah, that's fair. would win in a fight to the death, a shark or a tiger?
Shark. Tiger can't swim. Well, depends on location, I think.
The fight would take place in shallow water.
I'm still going shark.
All right. How about a fight between Chase from Paw Patrol and Peppa Pig?
Chase from Paw Patrol. He's a cop.
Would you rather live in a small apartment and travel a lot, or in a mansion on a large estate but not get away too much?
Probably a mansion. Even right now, I like staying at home more than traveling.
What is one question that people rarely or never ask you that you wish they would?
Favorite food?
And what is your favorite food?
Mac and cheese.
It made my job a whole lot easier. I didn't have to come up with a question. Thank you. I appreciate it. Tell me 3 nice things about Lancaster's lacrosse team.
Nothing's coming to mind.
All right, that was the correct answer.
Thanks for watching this week's Quaker Sports Recap. With over 40 games on the calendar and sunny days ahead, I hope that you are able to get out and cheer on our student athletes. Hopefully, I will see you there so together that we can shout, "Go Quakers!"